If you're looking for a brand new community in Central Florida with close to 4,000 homes with resort style amenities starting in the low 300s, well, today we're in Haines City and we're checking out this beautiful Lennar community. So stick around to the end so we can talk about the pricing and the incentives, but they're gonna have a bunch of amenities here. So let's get started. If you want homes like this sent directly to you in your email without a phone conversation, I have a QR code that's going to be on the screen that you can scan, or you can visit my website directly, www.joedenny.com. It's also going to be down in the description. You can kind of get the VIP list going where properties will be sent directly to you as soon as possible. Also, I have a first-time homebuyer webinar coming soon. In the description, you're gonna be able to get access to that Eventbrite. It's free, just sign up for it. It's virtual, so you can kind of get an idea what the home buying process looks like. Also, the QR code on the screen is gonna have access to that as well. Let's take a look around this house outside, and then let's go inside to check it out as well. By the way, if this is your first time on this channel, my name is Joe Denny. I'm a Florida realtor and mortgage broker as well. This channel, we're gonna go through all different communities throughout Florida, checking out new construction homes, great deals. So if you find value in that type of content, consider subscribing to the channel. But let's keep looking around this property here. So this builder is starting at the low 300s, and they have some crazy incentives right now. This is actually their first house right here that they build. I think it's home site number 1, actually. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more communities like this. This one's gonna have 4,000 homes. Right now we have like just a few that are already constructed. We're in Haines City, Florida. We're just 35 minutes from Disney, about 45 minutes to Orlando International Airport. And we're super close to shopping, dining, healthcare, and parks. This is one of the most affordable spots in Central Florida with the fastest growing demand. All right, let's go to the front.
I like that. Bro, you almost broke your foot, by the way.
Let's go through here. All right, we have a 2-story home. We're on the first floor now. Let me get some of these lights on. All right, so right when you walk downstairs, you're gonna have a bathroom here, and you're gonna have a bedroom. This is perfect. It's kind of serving like a in-law suite. So if you have family here, you have a guest, this could be like their guest bathroom down here and their bedroom here. Take a look outside. And then you're gonna have a little closet right there. So Haines City is broken up into separate parts. We have North Haines City, which is gonna have the quickest access to the I-4 and nearby shopping, which is perfect for commuters. And then you're gonna have South Haines City, which is more peaceful and private. That's gonna be popular with more like retirees and second home buyers. And then you're gonna have East Haines City. It's gonna be filled with new construction communities and attractive to first-time home buyers and investors. This is gonna be your kitchen. Right over here, you have a nice little island. Stainless steel appliances. Very nice size living room right here. A lot of these newer homes aren't gonna have like formal dining rooms. They're gonna have this open concept where it's gonna be kitchen, dining, and then your living room. This is the hallway we just came from. All right, so let's go upstairs now. In this zip code, 33844, the home values in the zip code have actually appreciated a lot over the last 3 years. And with major development underway, prices are projected to keep rising. So now is the best time to get a home in these areas here because there's massive appreciation. Let's take a look out the window. So you're at the very beginning of the community. So this community is called Crosswinds. So the prices are starting around 300,000. This particular builder, Lennar, is gonna have floor plans starting from 3 bedrooms all the way to 6 bedrooms, 2 to 3 bathrooms, ranging from 1,400 to 2,400 square feet. It's one of the rooms right here. What's cool about these floor plans is that they're open floor plans with energy efficient appliances and smart home tech. And wait till you hear about the amenities. We're gonna have resort style pool, cabana, dog park, fitness trail, playground, sidewalks, and scenic walking paths. So you have all these things to do in the actual community, so you may not have to leave the community. What's really cool is also, because this is a brand new community, the builder's doing some crazy incentives. Right now, at the time of this video, you could possibly get up to $20,000 in closing costs and rates as low as 3.99%. And you get the appliances included in certain properties. Like this one has the washer and dryer right there. Let's take a look at your primary right over here. This is clearly the biggest room, as you can see. Very nice size primary. And wait till you see that closet. So you have your primary up here. So everybody's gonna be upstairs except for the 1 bedroom downstairs. So if that's important to you to be on the same level primary with the rest of the family, this is gonna be the floor plan for you. It's gonna be your sink right over here, your shower. And look at this massive closet. I can just imagine putting like custom cabinets in here. Is crazy closet. We actually had a client who flew down from New York and said that this closet is the size of some bedrooms in New York. Very nice size closet. All right, so that's gonna be what the home looks like. I wanted to go downstairs and give you guys kind of an idea of like what some of the numbers are gonna look like when you're buying a home. I wanna go over different loan scenarios and kind of go over like what to expect. These are all gonna be estimates, of course. Everybody's situation could be different. So reach out to me directly if you want your own, simulation of what this can cost. But let's go over what some of the numbers will look like to get into a house like this. So we made it to the part of the video where I wanna kind of go over some of the numbers. Everybody's situation is gonna be different. So for you to get your own custom quote or summary, I advise you reach out to me so we can have, a conversation initiated with the lender. They could do a soft credit report if you'd like at the builder to figure out what you may or may not qualify for. This is just general numbers here. The community is gonna start at around $300,000. So depending on what floor plan you go with, which lot you build on, the finishes, etc., $300,000 could be. This particular home that we're in is gonna be priced higher than 300. I think we're in the 350s to high 300s. It's a bigger home with a lot more bedrooms. But to get in this community, we're gonna start in the low 300s. I wanted to talk about some of the loan scenarios for people who don't know what buying a house looks like with numbers. I wanted to go over a quick overview of what to expect. So one of the most common loans is the FHA loan. It's a government-backed loan. It's 3.5% down. It's very popular with first-time home buyers. At FHA loan will be 3.5% down. So I want to kind of show you guys to simulate what some of those numbers look like. If the purchase price were $300,000, 3.5% down will be around $10,500. Now, when you're buying a home, there's also something called closing costs. And if you want more information on what closing costs are, just reach out to me. I'll give you like some sample closing documents to see a breakdown of what's included. But you want to estimate around 4%. In this scenario, closing costs can be around $12,000. Putting your monthly principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, which is PITI, right around the mid 2000s. This number, 2,400, is not an exact number. This may be 2,400. This may be 23, this may be 2,600, depending on what rate you fall into your scenario. So a rough estimate, you'll be around the mid 2000. When you reassess taxes, I'm not a tax expert at all, so I recommend calling the tax collector. But what I do know is when you first buy a new construction home, the taxes currently on the property are on the land only. What's gonna happen in about a year, they're gonna get reassessed. So depending on who you work with, they might have your best interest in mind to like seek those answers. Other builders giving you the reassessed numbers or the lower numbers to close the deal. I've heard of builders who would just go off the lower number, close the deal. A year later, your taxes get reassessed. And then who are they calling? You're going to call me. You're not going to call the builder. So I want to keep you safe. And we're going to talk about the reassessed taxes directly with the tax collector. So you're going to call them and tell them your information, what you're planning to do with the house, and they'll give you a better estimate than anybody will, the tax collector. The max out-of-pocket concession. So what a concession is, think about you're buying a house and there's down payment, there's closing costs, there's all these fees. Well, the seller can give you a discount on the price, or they can give you a discount on the back end as a credit, which we call concession. So if you've heard that word before and you don't know what it means, it's just a fancy way to say you're getting a discount. So with the max concession you can get on an FHA loan is 6%. Not all sellers are going to give you the 6%, but this builder is very motivated. 6% is around $18,000. This builder is doing up to $20,000 right now. So with this scenario, if you want to move into this community, I could probably get you up to the 6%. Now, when we talk about a conventional loan, so conventional loans start, you can get a 5% option. That's going to be a down payment of $15,000, assuming the 300K price point. The closing cost is going to be quite the same, right around $12,000, which puts your monthly payments right around, mid 2000s again, $2,500. But what happens at conventional is you're not allowed to ask for as much concessions as you are as an FHA loan. So if you ever see a builder offer two different rates, two different programs, and the FHA ones look better, they do offer more money for FHA loans. So you'll get lower concessions when you go conventional, $9,000. Now let's talk about investors out there. So if you're buying it as an investment property, 20% down, I got the numbers as well. But there's also one more scenario. If you're buying it as a secondary home or a vacation home, there's a 10% down option as well. So if you want more information on that, let me know. At 20% down, your down payment is going to be about $60,000. Closing costs are going to stay around $12K. But when you buy properties as an investor or, something like that, like a vacation home, there's added fees to the closing costs, like points and stuff like that. For your own breakdown, let me know and I'll get you a breakdown. So the closing cost might be a little bit higher. Monthly payments are floating around $1,900 because you're putting a substantial down payment. There's also probably mortgage insurance at that 20%. So instead of paying like a $2,500 payment, 20% down gets you under $2,000. So you'll be around $1,900. The max seller concessions is about $9,000 we can ask for, which is 3%. USDA, depending on when you see this video and where you're buying, there are certain areas that are rural which qualify for USDA loans, 100% financing. Those have different guidelines. I'm not an expert at it, but I know people that I can connect you with if you want to get a USDA loan where it's 100% financing. So 0% down means 0% down payment. Estimated closing costs in all these scenarios, same 4%, so around $12K. Monthly payment around $2,400, again, mid 2000s. And the max seller concession is 6%, so we can ask for $18,000 because there's still closing costs involved when you buy a property. Even if you use USDA, down payment assistance, or even the VA loan for veterans, there's still gonna be closing costs associated. My job is to get you a good deal, so I'm gonna ask the seller to pay some or all of your closing costs. Now, let's talk about potential rental in the area. So this information is just off online, so I would say reach out to a local property manager or have an actual agent run the rental analysis because those numbers can change depending on the month, depending on if school's out, if school's back. Rental rates go up and down. It's like a roller coaster. But the potential in this area seems to be around $2,100 to $2,400 a month, which if you were to put the 20% down option and your payment's like under $2,000, then you possibly could cash flow on this property. So that might make a good rental property for your portfolio in a community that's gonna have 4,000 homes. And something that I learned from them at the sales office is they strategically raise the sales price on every next home of this same model by $4,000. So when this home sells, the next one down the street on lot 6, 7, or 8 of this same model is gonna go up $4,000. So could you imagine having money in your bank account right now, not earning any, a little bit of interest or whatever, or you put it into a property like this that's appreciating over time and monthly you're cash flowing $200, $300, $400. Well, if that makes sense, reach out to me because I can get something going. I have lenders that would help you get the financing, get incentives and everything. But if this does cash flow, $2,100, $2,400, that'll be a safe investment. And then what happens is after a few years, if you want to pull out your money and there's equity in the property, not only did you make money on your money every month, but you could possibly walk out with a few, thousands of dollars, some good amount of money to walk out with. Now, something about property taxes is you want to make sure, kind of like what I told you, that you ask the builder if they're estimating it on the land value or once the house is completed, because some builders are only estimating it on the land value so that the numbers could look better so they can close the deal. But the more responsible builder reps that I work with like to prepare you for the future, and they'll tell you, the taxes are going to get reassessed and this is what the numbers should be. But that's pretty much a breakdown of what the numbers look like. Again, if you want any help buying a home anywhere in Florida, my team can help you. We have the mortgages covered, we have the real estate covered, and in the description, you're gonna find the link to the VIP list. So if you just want property sent to you without having a conversation, just put your information there, and as soon as I can, I'll set up that property search. I'll send you a text message, of course, so you can save my number and a quick little video introducing myself. But if you also want to get like information on what the home buying process looks like, I have a webinar coming up. It's down in the description as well. It's free. It's through Zoom. Just pop in. We've done a few of them already. Pretty informative. Just pop in, see what the home buying process looks like. And if you need help getting a mortgage, I have my pre-approval link at the bottom as well. This is pretty much it with this video. I'm going to get the drone up in the air now so you guys can get an idea of like what the aerials look like. And if you look through my channel, you'll see a lot of communities that I've been in before they get built out. So you're about to see what all this looks like without houses. And then when you watch this video a year or two from now, you're going to see like all the houses and everything. But I'll see you on the next video.